Yo, guys, welcome back to our super cool channel. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about a super interesting topic that's often misunderstood: Rastafarianism. Now, before you think it's just about dreadlocks or reggae music, stay tuned because we're going to dive deep into its history, beliefs, and the social impact of this spiritual movement. I guarantee after watching, you'll rethink your perspective on life's philosophy. Guys, Rastafarianism didn't just appear out of
nowhere.
Guys, it has a long history and a lot of influence. We need to start with Marcus Garvey, a big figure from Jamaica who's often called the father of this movement. Marcus Garvey was a social activist who fought for the upliftment of Africa and the rights of black people. He had this idea that black people should rise up, take pride in their heritage, and return to their ancestral land in Africa. One of the most interesting parts is that Garvey spoke about Zion as the promised land, a place that would eventually become a safe and prosperous homeland. Then Haile Selassie, the Emperor of Ethiopia, comes into the picture. When he ascended the throne in 1930, many people believed he was the reincarnation of Jesus Christ or the promised Messiah. That's why many Rastafarians refer to him as Jah or God in their belief system. This forms the foundation of Rastafarianism, which views Ethiopia as the promised land and the place where black people could find freedom and dignity. Okay, now let's get into the philosophy and main teachings of Rastafarianism. You've probably heard of the term Jah, right? This is the term Rastafarians use to refer to God, but it's not just God in a distant and abstract sense. Jah is present in everything, in the universe, in every person, in every act of kindness. So, Rastafarians believe that God is not only up in the sky, but also within us, in every breath we take and every vibration of life. The core teaching of Rastafarianism is equality and freedom. They believe that all people, especially black people, should be free from oppression, both physically and mentally. And of course, they're big on the concept of back to Africa. They believe that by returning to the African land, they can find true peace and freedom. Additionally, there's another important concept in Rastafarianism called idol. It's not just about healthy food, guys. Idol is a lifestyle philosophy that teaches us to live naturally and avoid anything artificial or negative. For example, they avoid food with chemicals, alcohol, and cigarettes. So, if you love eating fast food, just remember that Rastas prefer to live naturally and healthily. Speaking of Rastafari, you can't talk about it without mentioning this one ganja. Yep, for many people, ganja is just associated with partying and getting high, but for Rastafarians, ganja has a spiritual